Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, Mother, can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you hide them from the wedding world? Oh, Mother, Mother, gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Mother, not about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Gotta bleed, not about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's. Mother, tell your children not to hold my hand. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, Mother, Father, do you wanna bang heads with me? Do you wanna build everything? Oh, Mother, Lord, I'm about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Till I'm bleeding, I'm about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it is. Not about to see your light. But if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Till you're bleeding, not about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's
Howdy. Massive day, y'all. Massive day for Big 3 A&M sports. Starts right now. Taking on Georgia, game 2. Game 1 was not pretty. Just not good enough all around. Not good enough all around. You look at strikeouts, and maybe Sadeo had a pretty good day in that regard, but too much given up, fielding errors, bad at bats, couldn't really do anything. But I know we got a big basketball game tonight. I'm calling this game 2 in the Georgia series maybe the biggest game of the year so far in baseball, especially from a fan consuming it. Because, like, you want to keep that belief, you want to keep that faith, keep that energy. Did you see Bluebell Park last night? How packed it was? I don't think that's going to go away, but there's some belief in this team. There's some love for this team. They just got to be better. They got to get better for their internal belief, which, you know, won't necessarily tank with a loss today, but, you know, we had the OU series, 2 really close games. You know, you wish you had them. They were both one-run games, one in which you led early by 4, and you didn't get it done, but it's like, okay, opening road series in the conference. It's okay. You can lose these. That's fine. Let's go take care of some business at home, and got punched in the mouth on a Friday. So big bounce back day today, big response day today is what we're hoping for. But that's just one of 2 because we got Buckyball this evening. So it's a massive day. And it's a day, I mean, we can go 0-2 today, guys. It's a tough ask. Georgia's freaking good, man. 72 home runs on the year. What the hell? Leading the SEC, obviously, with that number. A&M is 4th in the SEC in home runs with 39. They've almost doubled us up. Like, they're getting there. They're They're pretty close. And we're 4th. Really good batting team. Lineup can get you top to bottom. Y'all saw yesterday. I wasn't here with you guys yesterday. I had a personal night last night. Hopefully we get a good turnout today. It's a slow start in the stream. I see 4 of y'all. I see Randy. I see AJ. I see Jeb. Thank you, guys. We'll be here regardless, man. I'm watching these games, so might as well do it live. But yeah, man, I mean, if A&M can go 2-0 today, I mean, that would be a monumental day in this sports program. But a lot of pressure, I would say, for early today, at least from the outside looking in. Inside the building, they're probably fine. But you just know if they drop this game today, what the overwhelming consensus towards this team will become early in the year, which is probably a little bit unfair, but also you can understand it based on last year. So it's a really big baseball game, a really big opportunity in basketball tonight. Let's look at the first game stats, because the Shane Sadeo stats are pretty deceiving. But I mean, he did some good stuff too. I mean, it's just like a mixed bag, I would say, I guess. You know, he got the strikeouts, he punched people out, but the home runs were damning, and I think some of them were off of 2 strikes, some of them were 2 outs. It was early in the game, they hit you fast, and then the relief didn't have it. And I think we're still looking at Gavin Lyons and Freshcorn as our main relief guys. And I in my opinion, it feels like Lyons' day is going to be whenever you don't get length out of the starter. You at least were able to get 5.2 out of Sadeo and the 11 strikeouts. You can leave with something if you're Sadeo. It was not a terrible Sadeo day. Just got blitzed early against a really good batting team. But got to be more crisp, man, all around. Ebo and Capone, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Pressure on Houston. Tonight, absolutely. Randy, if you want to talk about tonight, you're right. Let's look at the rest of these stats real quick. But just only 6 hits on the day. Where are we? For the A&M bats yesterday. Oh, they're right next to each other. 6 hits to Georgia's 15 hits. I mean, it's not going to be very productive. Only 1 game behind UT. What do you mean in baseball? Yeah, I mean, Texas lost their game yesterday, if that's a measuring stick. I'm more looking within. We'll focus on Texas later. I just wish we didn't look so sloppy yesterday, but you can clean that up from one day to the next, I think. It was just a sloppy, not good enough all-around day. And something A&M needs to do, it's been how many games? The second 2 games versus OU, the midweek, and yesterday's game. Can A&M just not dig themselves an early hole? Can they not have to play from behind in a game? Free themselves up a little bit? That's a big goal today for Weston Moss in this group. Same lineup today, by the way. I didn't even show it on screen because they're going with the same lineup. It's Weston Moss day. Can you not spot 4 runs early in a game? Can you not spot 2 runs and have, quick strikeouts in the first inning like we've seen the last few games? Let's just set the tone early in this one. But you're right, it is SEC baseball. Let's just put a better performance together because yesterday was just too sloppy all around. But you're right tonight, man. We'll talk about that when we get here. We're going to go live for this game. We're calling this game a hard out. I have another stream. We're not going to keep continuing off of this stream when we get to basketball. We'll start a fresh stream. I'm going to leave this stream at 4:55 at the latest to get into the basketball stream. And we'll watch the tail end of this game on the basketball stream if it happens to, flood over to that stream. Just letting you guys know we're all in on basketball tonight. Bay is having a girls' day. I'm having a Drew day. Hell yeah, Leon. Hell yeah. Bay's freeing Leon up. Leon's just going to sit back, hang out with us here, and watch some sports. What a day. Have a day, Leon. Have a day. Gabriel says Georgia used their best pitchers and Sadeo had a bad inning. Yeah, correct. They did use their best pitchers yesterday. Good chance. I mean, just got to be cleaner today. Bats, fielding, everything. I mean, they couldn't stick on a double play. They had some balls get past them. Grounded out too much at bat, struck out too much at bat. Just clean it up today. I mean, just lock in and be more crisp. You're at home. You had a bad one under your belt. Let's respond. This team responded well through non-con, responded well to the Game 1 loss versus OU. It's time for another response right here, right now. All right, first pitch is about to happen, guys. Make sure you get your streams up. Streaming on Watch ESPN app, ESPN Plus, SEC Network Plus. I don't know how the hell we watch these games. I just watched it on this link on my bookmark bar. But if we can go 2-0 today, could you imagine the feeling if we go 2-0 today? Right now, it's possible. We believe right now 2-0 is on the table. And if A&M basketball comes out and plays free tonight, like they are able to do, because like Randy said, all the pressure's on that other team down the road in Houston. Bring that pressure. Bring some shooting. I think we'll talk about the basketball game when the time comes. Maybe we'll talk about it throughout the day, but I want to see another shooter get involved. I want to see Dominguez keep his stuff going, get a few shots up. If you get 2-3 threes from Dominguez, that's a day. Get a couple threes from Griffin. Get another one from Pop. Keep Ali Deba going, man. Deba was so good in game 1. Houston's a good team. Really good guard play. Talented big man. I mean, they got some veteran presence on the wing. It's a really good Houston team, well coached. But I think A&M basketball's damn well coached too. Stream hasn't started yet, guys. If y'all are just filing in, let me know if you're here so I can shout you out. I believe it is Dylan Vigue. I don't know how to say it. It's Vigue. Starting on Saturday for Georgia. 3-1 record, 2.31 ERA. 14 hits, 6 earned runs, 7 walks, 29 Ks. Opponent batting average of 177. Should be the same lineup today for Georgia. Just, best home run hitting team in the conference. Just an insanely good home run hitting team. 79 or 72. It's just crazy. Here we go. Stream is starting, guys. Get locked in. Let's have a bounce back day, guys. We got the caffeine going because Drew had a fun night last night. Second caffeine of the day. All right, guys, the stream has begun. Again, the hot sauce challenge will be a conference win today. We will take a dab of hot sauce if A&M wins. But big day for Weston Moss. Not sure what they'll do with the bullpen. Wyatt Hensler's calling the game? Hell yeah, Hensler. Good for Hensler. He was the Bear Harrison last year in that he took a bunch of pitches to the body. Let's just we got to set the tone today a lot better. That's what I'm looking for. We'll find out right away what we're about today. Yeah, went to Vargas and Darden yesterday. Can still go to them. Probably see fresh corn today. We'll see if they save Lions for tomorrow just to kind of back up the young Aiden Sims. Georgia's batting .341 as a team. That's just nasty, man. Or yesterday they did. Just a nasty batting lineup. Big day for Weston Moss. I thought Weston Moss performed admirably versus OU. Got blitzed early, just like he did against UCLA. The difference this time being he recovered, led a few scoreless innings before eventually getting out of there with a home run surrendered. Barbacoa Big Red Breakfast? No. I should have. It was teriyaki chicken and rice. It was really good. All right, Weston Moss is on the mound. First batter in the box. I believe it's Ryan Black, the center fielder for Georgia. We are underway in Bluebell Park with a swing and a miss. A strike starts the day for good old Weston Moss. Black batting .308 on the year with 21 runs scored, 20 hits, 5 homers, 13 RBI. You see Weston Moss's stats on screen, 5.76 ERA, a lot of that from the UCLA game. That's a second strike that the batter will watch to start the day for Weston Moss. See if we can get a quick one under his belt here. Quick K under the belt, be good for his confidence going into the day against a really talented lineup. Low and inside on the third pitch. What's up, H-Town Aggie? Good to see you today. Yeah, right. I probably should have gone with the Barbacoa. That would have been the smart move. Got to limit the early runs. Exactly. That's the key to the game. I was just talking about that before you got on, Todd. Got to set the tone better in this one. And that's a strikeout to start the game for Weston Moss. Hopefully seeing that, feeling that. Good vibes for Weston to start the day. See if he can build off of that. But yeah, man, it's been 4 games in a row, Todd, where we start with a deficit. It was 2-0 Saturday, 4-0 Sunday. Was it like 4-0 to Texas State on Tuesday, and yesterday as well? So can we not start behind? Can we play with a lead today? 1 down in the inning. Next batter up. Pitch is high. 0-1 count for Trey Phelps. Batting .407 on the year. 35 hits. 9 homers. I mean, everyone on this lineup can get it for Georgia, man. It's just stacked top to bottom. Here's the 1-0. High and in. Oh, they're going to say it brushed his hand. So that is a very, very close hit by pitch to get the second batter up with 1 out. It was high and in. It must have just brushed the knuckles. Right, kind of like the butt of the hand right there, I guess. BTTS, man. A 2-0 day would feed families, man. It's on the table for the Aggies today. Good to see BTTS. I think this is the biggest baseball game of the year so far. I think just the bounce back, flushing that feeling from your SEC home opener, coming off the SEC road loss, which, you know, that happens. That's acceptable. Have to play better than yesterday. I think for confidence, especially for fan perspective, at least a better performance, but really a win today would really instill a lot of confidence that maybe kind of got shaken yesterday, at least from the fan perspective. You know what the feeling is going to be amongst a lot of fans if they drop this one or play ugly again. But Weston Moss started the day with a strikeout, hit by pitch, third batter up, 1-1 count, 1 down in the inning, runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's another strike for Moss. What's up, Aaron? Let's win in hardball today. Haven't quite figured out how we beat Cougar High tonight, but I'll talk myself into it around 450 or so. Gig 'em boys, exactly. We just got to make it a mess of a game again. There's a strikeout. Got him looking. Weston Moss's second strikeout in 3 bats on the day. So he had 11 Ks. Yes. He did have 11 Ks. Got 5.2 innings out of him. You gave up some homers to a really talented home run hitting team. It happens, but then the bullpen couldn't keep it together. Ended up getting to 9 runs. And the bats didn't have it. 113 pitches. Damn. That's really cool to see for Sadeo. If he could do that, coming off the injury, just that, like the 113, 11 Ks is great for him. Swing and a miss. 4th batter up in the inning. 2 down. 0-1 count. Score the ball game. Oh, we got to get that on the screen. Thanks for reminding me, Cole. Good to see you, Cole. This should be a 1-click situation here. Right here. Boom. There you go. Here's the 0-1. High and away. I just want us to not play with an early deficit today. Let's play with a lead. Let's free ourselves up a little bit. It's been 4 games in a row, guys. Playing with an early deficit. The 1-1 is away. We'll go 2-1. We've got Michigan State versus Louisville on the side screen. Here's the 2-1. Low and in to go 3-1. Batter number 4 is Michael O'Shaughnessy. 356 average, 16 hits on the year, 17 RBI, 6 homers. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Moss. He'll get the strike zone. Full count. Yeah, absolutely, BTTS. We're a strike away from getting that right here. Let's see how Weston handles it. I'm sure 2-strike pitching is an emphasis here. But this is a full count. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. Got him looking! 3 strikeouts to get us out of the inning for Weston Moss. What a start for Moss. Just narrowly brushed the knuckles, brushed the hand on the hit by pitch. But outside of that, 3 beautiful strikeouts to start the day. Build some confidence. Batters have a blank canvas to work with in the bottom of the first coming up. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Just caught the strike zone. Didn't put it on a table for him to hit it. It was nice. It was a strike. It was beautiful, man. Good stuff, Weston. Great start. I think good chance to not start from behind now. Sadeo was solid. Just threw too many good pitches when he had. Yeah, it's the 0-2 count. It's the 2 strikes, man. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You can't throw it like that when they're definitely or most likely going to swing. But good stuff there from Weston. BTTS, how did the relief guys look? I just saw the numbers. I didn't watch the game super closely. I just watched some highlights and looked at the stats. Vargas, Dart, and Cunningham, how'd it look? BTTS, I know that the numbers weren't great. Let's go, James. Hey, 2 wins today, James. 2 wins. Let's start now. Let's set the tone. We'll get the next one in the tournament tonight. Big wins. Big games today, man. Huge games. I'll keep saying it. I think this is the biggest baseball game of the year so far. Vargas was great. Okay, that's good. Vargas just had like a partial inning, right? Vargas just kind of... I didn't see how he went in. I just saw he had .2 innings pitched, I think. Did he just go in and do his job and then they got him out or something, or play a matchup? Gavin leading off, back to the Gavin, Sorrell, Hakopian as your 3 leadoff guys. Yeah, I mean, Binderup's been solid, Todd. Wesley Jordan had a rough game yesterday, but Jordan was so good before. I'm sure we'll give him several at-bats to get this thing figured out, but you do have a Binderup ready to go. Played the matchup. Gotcha, Randy. So they didn't have many 0-2 counts, but I remember he was mixing it well. Then that Georgia batted well yesterday on 2-2 and 1-2 counts. So it wasn't often, but when we got there, they punished. Is that what you're saying, Gabriel? Dylan Vigue. I'm saying Vigue. Came in for Sadeo, then started until the next inning. Darden came in for the lefty. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha, guys. Thank you. Gavin at the plate. First pitch for the Aggie Bats is low. 1-0 count. They're showing Gavin's game 1 stats yesterday with the 2 singles. That one's contacted, chopped to the third baseman. Should be thrown out at first, and he is 1 down for the Aggies in the bottom of the first. Caden Sorrell is up. Just a bouncer to third base. Was it a lot of balls hitting the gloves yesterday, or a lot of strikeouts? Right. You can't have shenanigans if you don't have the play to back it up. Makes the shenanigans look worse. You got to back the shenanigans up if you're going to be shenaniganing. If you don't know what BTTS is talking about, look it up. I'm not going to describe it. 1-0 for Caden Sorrell. He'll watch a strike to go 1-1. They're a good batting team, so they figured them out, though, just too late. Right. Yeah, and the runs, even in a good day, the runs that Sadeo surrendered shouldn't be too surprising against this lineup, given that they've had 72 damn home runs on the year. Here's the 1-1 to Sorrell. That one's in play. Bouncer to third base, who runs out and grabs it. Another one thrown out at first. Similar at-bat as Gavin before. Just a 1 or a 2 hopper to the third baseman to get thrown at first for the first 2 batters of the day for A&M. Chris Hakopian at the plate. We've seen Chris Hakopian be able to do things by himself and get this lineup going. Really kind of a catalyst on Tuesday versus Texas State. Got the party started for A&M. Here's his first pitch. Low and away. Michigan State right now up 24-19 over Louisville in round 2 of the tournament. I don't know why we haven't seen Bollinger. Caught the inside of the zone there. Going to go 1-1. Have to be more patient at the plate, right. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He'll watch a strike. One, 2 count. Low and away. Pitcher was trying to jog off there. That was pretty clearly low and away. Sorrell nearly hit a home run, just hit the deepest part of the park. Would have been a 2-run Hayden shot. Yeah. Trying to avoid a quick inning here. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Hakopian. That one's in play. Slow roller. Catcher picks it up and gets him out at first. Well, that was 3 up, 3 down for A&M after a really good opening pitching inning for Weston Moss. A&M is not able to capitalize on that. 3 quick at-bats. Well, 2 quick ones. Hakopian went 2-2, then thrown out at first. But we'll see if Moss can keep it going, see which bats find it first today. Would have loved to be able to capitalize on a good Moss start, but it continues. Have to be more patient at the plate early in the game, right? Some soft contact to third base there. A slow roller. Catcher's able to scoop it up. It'll be Henry Allen to lead off the second inning for Georgia. 357 average with 8 homers and 29 RBI. Every one of these players has like 5+ homers on the year. I'm honestly in disbelief A&M's playing in the round of 32 today. It's crazy, man. When you the further you zoom out and look at the big picture, the harder it is to believe. When you look at them like game to game, like and how hot they can get and how the defense can mess teams up that aren't ready for it, it makes sense. But just like the situation is insane. BTTS. Bats are in a little funk. Need that 1 home run to get them going. By the way, guys, this is a doubleheader. I'm going to transfer over to a separate stream after this game to watch basketball. In the event that this game is still going and it gets close to basketball, we are going to prioritize the basketball game today. We will end this stream and go there around 4:55, just because it's round of 32 for basketball. We're going to have to prioritize that. But we'll watch this on the side screen for sure if this game is still in the balance at that point. In the moment you don't realize it. Yeah, just the big picture is crazy. Their pitches are all working the outside corner. That pop-up homer was insane. If they win today, my funeral will be next week. Right. First pitch of the second inning is fouled off. 1-0 count for Henry Allen. 8 home runs. Just who doesn't have a ton of home runs on this team this year? Here's the 0-1. Low and away. Charlene. Things aren't all bad. We will get back on track on Tuesday against Houston Christian. Toss the records when these two tee it up. My goodness. What do you mean we, Charlene? That pitch is high to go 2-1. Charlene, when you say we, what do you mean by that? Are you a we with us? Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets the count to 2-2 for Weston Moss. Another 2-strike situation. See how it's handled. And here's the pitch from Moss. Popped up. Should be in play. Shallow center. Sorrell running under it. And Sorrell has it. 1 down in the inning. So far, so good on the Aggie pitching and fielding side. Brennan Hudson up for UGA. 304 season average. 11 home runs. I mean, come on. 24 RBI. First pitch to Hudson. Low and in. One 0 count. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. I feel like it's about time to crack an adult beverage. Here's the 1-1. Speaking of adult beverages, had date night last night with the wife. One beer was the plan. Our waitress was in the weeds. And I don't know, like, she got a phantom beer call. She brought me a second tall beer. I was like, well, there's a tall beer in front of me. I'm going to drink it. So I ended up having 2 tall beers. That one's popped up. Deep center. Sorrell on the warning track. And that is 2 down. Popped up to the warning track. Sorrell tracks it down. 1 out to go in the second. How did Houston get so good at basketball again? They were good in the 80s, I remember. Yeah, really good coach. Recruiting's on fire. I think that the 2 freshmen they start, the center's a 5-star. I think it's the number 1 center in the country. And the point guard, Fleming, is like a top 3 point guard in the country. So they got the coaching, they got the recruiting. They have some veterans on the outside, on the wing. It's just a good program. All right, 2 outs in the inning. 3rd batter up. Moss throws a strike. Oriach at the plate. 341 batting average with 3 homers on the year. Big guy. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one struck well. Deep right. This could be gone. And it is. Solo homer with 2 outs for Oriach. Very low home run count on the year for this Georgia team. This player had only 3 on the year. Make it 4 now. The dude homered yesterday. He's doubled, or he's matched his season homer count in this series, BTTS. He's huge. He looks like a freaking 40-year-old dude. He's huge and mature looking. Yeah, at least it's a solo. It's sustainable. Bats just got to do their thing at some point. Not a disaster. But let's respond. 2 outs in the inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Colby Branch at the plate. 266 average with 10 homers. That one's a little low. 1-1. See how Weston recovers from the solo homer. It's been a good day besides that. Here's the 1-1. That one's low and away. Weston hitting 95 miles an hour. 30 pitches in. He's like, I guess he's just peaking right now. That's nice. Nice and warmed up. No fatigue yet. Fouled that one off. Batter looked kind of uncomfortable after that awkward swing. Kind of walking it off. Moss had him swinging funky there. It was a good pitch. He's a depth guy. He's not like an every game guy apparently, based on the research I did. I don't know his walk percentage. That guy that homered, Gabriel, is that who you're talking about? We can give up 3 home runs today as long as they're solo. Hopefully we hit 3 with runners on. Right. Yeah, solo homers are not the end of the world, as long as it doesn't mess the pitcher's day up. Maybe it'll sharpen up Weston Moss here. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Sade was throwing 94 to 100 pitches. That's awesome. That's so good to hear with the injury situation. That is awesome. Yeah, my notes say he's a depth guy, not an everyday lineup guy. Gabriel. Here's the 2-2. That one's high. We'll go full count. Let's go, Moss. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 2-out walk for Weston Moss. Should be the bottom of the lineup coming up here. It is scary to get anybody on with 2 outs against this team in particular. Kenny Ishikawa. Check swing is in play. Slow roller to Moss. Moss throws it to first. And he just beats the base runner to first. Good play by Weston Moss. Could not have spared a single moment or second in that play that he made there. Got it to Gavin. Got A&M out of the inning, only surrendering the 1 run. Okay. You gave up the solo homer in the second. You had one barely hit by pitch in the first. Outside of that, it's been a really good Moss start. Bats, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Weston Moss hitting 95 miles an hour, then showing he's an athlete too. Doesn't just throw heat. He can run around and throw a baseball to first base. I don't know how that beat it. That was crazy. Good throw. It was more of the throw than the athleticism because it didn't look particularly fast. It looked more methodical than fast. Sold out for the pass there. And it did its job. Exactly, Trooper Drew, and it's good to see you, by the way. Man, Moss making it happen in more than one ways. Yeah, he absolutely fired it. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Amen. Amen. I feel like the Chuck Norris not really being dead jokes are played out, so I'm just going to say rest in peace, Chuck. No, he absolutely fired at BTTS. Low angle, picked it up off the ground. It was beautiful. That was all on the throw. It was probably a fastball to first. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's do it, Randy. I mean, got a lot of 3 up, 3 down first innings from the best part of our lineup. It's got to be better there, but pitching and fielding has done its job. Mostly it's been just Moss because he had the throw out at first. Moss has been the defense today so far. Wesley Jordan leading off the second inning for the Ags. First pitch, swing and a miss. Jordan looking to bounce back from a rough day yesterday. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just high. We'll go 1-1. Michigan State working on a steady lead over Louisville, 31-23 with 3:30 to play in the first half. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jordan. He'll watch a strike. One-two count for Jordan. Here's the pitch. Contacted, fouled off. Just shy of the right field mound. Count stays 1-2. Here's the pitch. In play by Jordan, but it's a grounder to second base, thrown out at first. Another soft contact infield infield hit that is thrown out at first. 3 or 4 of those so far on the day. Bluebell is packed today. It was packed yesterday. Hungry crowd, man. But honestly, this crowd's going to be packed no matter what. Let's just give them something to smile about. Jake Dewar at the plate. First pitch is low and in. Jordan just doesn't look healthy. Shouldn't affect the bat too much, right? The groin strain? I guess it could. If it affects the mind, it affects everything. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people suggest Binder up for DH spot if Jordan's day doesn't go well today. I'm for it, man. Binder up's looked really good. Limited at bats, but has made the most out of almost every one he's had. Here's the 1-1 to Dewar. In play. Gets past shortstop. That's a 1-out single by Jake Dewar. First Aggie runner on today. Jake Dewar's been old reliable with the base hits this year, man. Buckyball Legacy game incoming. Let's go, Danafest. I'm ready. I can't wait. About 3 hours from tip-off. Dewar's absolutely a hitter, James. First pitch to Partita. Low and away. As BTTS says, let's see if he can get out of that slump that's kind of sustained through SEC play so far. Young guy, it's a matter of time. We're not too worried about it. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, didn't go around, was low and away. Go 2-0. Doers do. Exactly. Exactly, Gabriel. Doers do. 2-0 count for Partita. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. If we win today, I'll help build the statue of Bucky outside Reed. And that's before Season 1's even complete. You just know. It's just statue worthy. Here's the 2-1. Low and away. Did Partita do anything versus Virginia Tech or Arizona State? I don't remember. I'm sure he struggled versus UCLA. Well, here's a 3-1 count for Partita, an opportunity for the young freshman third baseman. And here's the pitch. Outside. Partita will walk. 2 Aggie runners on, first and second, 1 out in the inning with Terrence Keel II approaching home plate. One of those situations you like to find yourself in. Let's just disallow a double play here. No, I don't think Partita did good at Oklahoma. I think he had a couple. He got on maybe once or twice in the first game, but outside of that, not much. Oh. Got Keel with the strikeout there. Got him swinging on a ball that ended up way low and away. Partita did not chase at his at-bat, but Keel did chase on the first pitch. You could tell he didn't really want to do it. Kind of not a full committed swing there. But he went all the way around. But the next pitch is a ball. Low. 1-1. A lot of runners stranded yesterday. Chance to right that wrong here and now with 2 on and 1 out. Here's the 1-1 to TK. Gets the strike zone. Another breaking ball hits the zone. And it's a 1-2 count for TK2. Terrence Keel, here's the pitch. Low and away. We'll go 2-2. Wanted to swing at that one, but held himself back that time. I was drunk most of the time, so I might be wrong. Happens to the best of us, James. The 2-2 pitch to TK. Swings at it, fouls it off. Why didn't they bunt him? Why did he not bunt on this at bat? Here's the 2-2 to TK. Swing. I think he tipped it off. Yeah, foul tip. We'll stay 2-2. They're only throwing sliders to him. They seem to be kind of working. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High and in. We'll go full count here for TK. Because of the 1 out. Yeah. Let's go, TK. Full count. 2 runners on. Only 1 out in the inning. What's it going to be? Here's the pitch. In play to the third baseman's glove. And TK will be thrown out at first, but base runners look like they advance. So 2 down in the inning, but both base runners in scoring position now. Basically accomplished what the bunt would have accomplished here. 1 bounce down that third base line. Third baseman's able to get to it, throw him out at first. But 2 guys there on third and second. Let's see what Bear Harrison can do. That one's way low and away! But a good play by the catcher will keep the runners at bay. It got past the catcher. I don't know how that ball didn't go all the way back to the wall. I didn't see what happened. On the dirt. Did it bounce off the ump? Did it just bounce off the ump there? The ball had so much spin on it that when it hit the ground, it kind of deflected to the ump, I think. Otherwise, that's hitting one of the backstops somewhere back there. It bounced off the bricks and back to him. Wow. Fortunate bounce for Georgia there. Stops a run. Pitch got all the way past the catcher. Deflected back into the catcher's glove quickly. Damn, man. Hit the bricks, yeah. It could hit the bricks and go anywhere, but it hit the bricks and went right into the catcher's glove. Cruel. 1-0 count for Bear. 2 runners in scoring position. Hopefully we're not looking back at that moment, but we're going to have to file it away if we don't get points here. Next pitch is inside. 2-0. Bear can do it. With a 2-0 count. 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Catcher's in front of it. But a 3-0 count. We can wave some fingers. See if we get the bases loaded here. If only TK would have gotten on, it'd be a huge situation here, but still a chance to get the next batter up. Here's the 3-0 to Bear. It's a strike, a get-back strike, but a 3-1 count. Pitcher is feeling the pressure. Let's see how it goes. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Call a strike there. Just caught the bottom outside corner of the zone to go full count. Oh, man. The break on the ball looks crazy. I thought it was outside, but it might have broken inside at the very end. Here's the full count. Contacted by Bear. It's high to right field. Right fielder is under it. And the Aggies will indeed strand 2. And we're going to have to file that moment away where the pitch went wild and got past the catcher, but deflected off the bricks right back into the catcher's glove, keeping the Aggie base runner at third base at bay. Unfortunate end to the inning there, man. Damn. Yeah. Unlucky there. The most unlucky game of all was the game versus OU on game 3. 2 situations. The wind ball to shallow. It was like shallow center. It ended up shallow right. Couldn't track it down. 2 runs scored. And then the 107 mile an hour line drive that contacted Boston Kellner while he was stealing from first to second. Had a chance for a longer inning there. And some bad luck to start this one. I hope we're not looking back at that in a close game, guys. Weston Moss been pretty damn good. Just keep it going. The luck will turn. The luck will turn as long as you play well and don't play dumb. Three up, three down. Moss can do it. Should be pretty close to the top of the order, if not the top of the order here for OU. Yep, top of the order for OU. It's Ryan Black, 308 average, 5 homers, 20 hits, 13 RBI. Top inside corner of the zone. Almost looked like a changeup for Weston Moss to start the inning with an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Gettable. Moss is getting under. No, Grahovac's under it. That's the first baseman's play there, not the pitcher's play. And Gavin comes up and makes it. 1 down in the inning quickly. Since you're ahead of me by a couple seconds, BTS, I sometimes read your chat thinking it has already occurred. 3 up, 3 down within 5 seconds. Just the best pitching inning you've ever seen. Second batter up, fouled it off to go 0-1 with 1 out on the board. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off again by Trey Phelps, who has 9 homers and 35 damn hits on the year, batting damn .407 batting average. Just an insane group of bats here. But here's the 0-2 pitch. Low and away. Need to get that pitcher back out there quickly. Yeah, because he was kind of all over the place late in that inning. Another one that's low and away. Nothing easy with 2 strikes. I was trying to manifest it. Ha ha. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit very well to left field. Like, so well. Gone. That's a 2-strike home run for Trey Phelps. Second solo homer on the game. And A&M will indeed start this game with a multi-run deficit. It is another solo homer, which can be sustained. Bats will have to get going, but once again, playing from behind. Ball was detonated. Ball was detonated. Yeah, it was just pure, man. That was a beautiful home run. That was a damn beautiful home run. You hate to see it. Recovers with a strike with 1 out. Weston's been so good besides 2 pitches, man. That one's low with the fastball. 1-1 count for Daniel Jackson. .416 season average. 14 home runs. What are they feeding these guys? This one's hit well again. Another solo home run. Past the bleachers in right field. What are these guys eating? My goodness, man. All right. James, you said you would allow, I think it was James, someone said they would allow 3 solo homers on the game and A&M can come back from that. Well, you've given up your 3 with 1 out in the 3rd. So no more. 3 pitches now. Yes. 3 pitches. 15 home runs. Yes, we had to do the immediate correction here. Oh, my gosh. This... they eat their Wheaties, man. Or so, I don't know what's going on in Georgia. That was another monster homer. These aren't just barely leaving the yard. These are gone with time. Yeah, that's their 3. We agreed we're spotting them 3, right, James? Damn. These guys are crazy. JK meeting with the infield and Weston Moss. Honestly, I know he's given up 3 solo homers. He's not doing... I mean, they've been solo, right? Not a lot of guys getting on, but... like, kind of a similar day to Sadeo so far, right? Like, Sadeo did well besides, like, a few big hits. Next batter up for Moss. This one's low. Are the homers the only hits of the game for them? I think so. Yeah, they had one guy get on with a hit by pitch. I believe so. Inside pitch to go 2-0. Yeah. First inning was just hit by pitch and 3 strikeouts. Two-0 count for O'Shaughnessy. We'll go 3-0 here. Weston's have to respond from that homer, not get gun shy. Do they have Barry Bonds head growth? Here's the 3-0. There's a strike to prevent the walk to go 3-1. O'Shaughnessy only has 6 home runs on the year. I mean, this guy's not a big bat. Only 6. Only a 356 batting average. This guy's not in the 400s and 10-plus homers like some of these guys. There's another strike to go full count. Moss battling back as he shakes off the arm a little bit. Kind of looking at his wrist. Hopefully he's okay. Y'all see that? Probably fine. That was pitch 51 on the day. But he did have to shake off the arm there. Full count pitch. Here we go. Fouled off. Moss looks okay. 93 on that fastball. I mean, this is a measly 356 batting average player. Stays full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! A get-back strike for Weston Moss, battling back from a 3-0 count. Good response from Weston. Now get us out of this damn inning. Westonian. Henry Allen at the plate. Here's the first pitch. It's a strike for Weston. Henry Allen, a 357 average. 8 home runs. 29 RBI. 7.71 slug. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss! 0-2 quickly for Allen. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off with a fastball as requested by BTTS. What's up, Logan? How you doing? Howdy. The 0-2 pitch. Low and away. 1-2 count. 2 down in the inning. Here's the pitch. In play. Lands left field. It's a base hit with 2 outs. It's a single. Now that a runner's on, home runs should be offline. We'll see. Brandon Hudson approaching the plate. 304 average. 11 home runs. Next batter up. Starts the strike. Yeah, that was the first non-home run base hit of the day. That one's low and in. Do you see what happened to Texas last night in baseball? Yes! But I can't even laugh about it because we played bad yesterday and we're losing now. I can't say anything yet. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, there's a strike for Moss to go 1-2. Open that beverage, BTTS. Wet your whistle. And tell us what you're drinking. Here's the 1-2. Try to get out of the inning. Fouled off. One, 2 count still. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High. Runner stays. 2-2 count. What's up, David? Cut water and those puppies are strong. Hell yeah. Here's the 2-2. Oh. It didn't hit the batter? That must have gone like between his legs. 12.5, hell yeah. Full count. Come on, Weston. Weston. Here's the pitch. Popped up. In play. Kellner running under it. 3 Aggies converge. Oh my goodness, they run into each other. Oh no. No communication there, but Weston Moss is down. Is that Moss? Landed on the tailbone? Oh my goodness. No. Okay. Great play, Moss. That's an infielder play, is it not? He's up. He's walking around. It'll be a bruised tailbone, which is really probably only a problem if you're at risk of getting hit there again, and he should not. That's the infielder's play there. That's the infielder's play. Moss made a crazy play while getting tackled. That was the receiver making the catch while getting smashed by the strong safety. And the strong safety in this case was, I think, Boston Kellner. He got up. He's good. I don't think a tailbone will disallow him from pitching. I could be wrong. We're going to look at it again. Popped up. Weston's running to it. So is Bear. So is Kellner. God. No, Kellner just like undercut him. We got to communicate there. I mean, we made the play, though. We made the play. Texas whiskey for Todd. Hell yeah, Todd. Moss looks okay. No training staff around him. It should be a bruised butt, basically. He should be okay to pitch. But I don't know. I can't say for sure. Kelly's pretty animated talking to Moss. More likely about the pitching than the play that just happened. I mean, we got to give him credit. He made a really tough catch. Bottom of the lineup here, Boston Kellner at the plate. First pitch, bottom of the third. Low and away. Maybe this pitcher's not on. Let's see. Here's the 1-0. Hits Kellner right on the shoulder. Leadoff man on for A&M. Top of the lineup coming up. We got a strike now. Pitcher is not feeling it right now. This is their starter. Burned some big-time arms yesterday, did Georgia. They're going to let this guy burn and turn a little bit, you would think, but we'll see what they do. He's kind of lost command a little bit. Japanese Steph Curry. Kellner on first. Gavin Grahovac at the plate. See how the pitcher responds. Responds with a swing and a miss from Gavin. Oh, 1 count for Gavin with Kellner on first. No outs. Pitch is low to go 1-1. My goodness, guys. Let's go. Lock in. Lock in. Here's the 1-1. Check swing by Gavin. I don't think he went around. They said he went around. 1-2 count. One-two count after Gavin gets called for the check swing. Here's the pitch. Gavin connects. It's fouled off. Here's the 1-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss at the outside. Breaking ball by Gavin Grahovac strikes out. Now 1 out with a base runner on first. Yeah. Pitcher got one back there for sure. Louisville kept it close with Michigan State. 5-point game at halftime. 36-31 State. Caden Sorrell at home plate with Kellner still on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-0 count. One to Sorrell. Caught the top of the zone with the fastball. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball gets the outside of the zone. We'll go 1-2. Top of the order, man. Let's go. Come on, Caden. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's away. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Contacted. It'll land right center. Base hit by Caden Sorrell. It'll get Boston Kellner home. There is no play to be made. The Aggies are on the board. They capitalize on the leadoff hit by pitch. And Caden Sorrell with a double for an RBI. Really needed to feel that about the top of the lineup there. It was 3 up, 3 down, start of the game, first inning for these guys. Caden Sorrell gets it back right there. Blow me some damn bubbles. Chris Akopian with a runner in scoring position as the catcher meets with the pitcher at the mound. Just a one-on-one meeting, talking into the gloves, smelling some leathers, sharing some words. Chris Hakopian, dangerous at the plate. Guys, can we move on from the subject matter in the chat and watch the game right now? There's action happening. Let's just let the opinions be the opinions. I need something good in the chat. I need something about this game right here. Chris Hakopian pitches low. One-0 count for Hakopian. Sorrell on second, one down. Here's the pitch, low and away. Pitchers seem to be building some confidence with that Grahovac at-bat early in the Caden Sorrell at-bat, but things getting loose again. Bluebell Park crowd getting active right now with the 2-0 count. Chris Hakopian. Here's the pitch. Strike inside. Gabriel, are you laying some foundational bubbles there? Because you got me excited as if you saw a play where we scored before I did. 2-1 count for Hakopian. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. 2-2 count. Come on, Hakopian. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Good. Hakopian extends the at-bat with the foul ball. I'm not opposed to it, Todd. Throw to second. Sorrell's back. Two count again for Hakopian. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Pulled down the left field line. Good job by Hakopian keeping this at-bat going. Here's the 2-2. Check swing. Looks like he went around. They said he didn't. I'm glad I'm wrong. Full count for Hakopian. Oh my goodness. Because the last one I thought he didn't go around. I think it was Grahovac. They said he did. This one, I mean, they said he didn't. Full count. Fouled it off. Great at-bat by Akopian here. If he gets on... Yeah, this is a good at-bat by Gabriel for sure. But let's finish it. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Long at bat. Hung in there. But ultimately the pitcher gets it done. Wes Jordan approaching the plate. Wes Jordan in the lineup. Fouls one off. Past first base. There is activity in the Georgia bullpen right now, by the way. Pitch 60 coming up for the starter, Vigue. Here's the 0-1 to Jordan. He'll watch a strike. It really would be TTS. Wesley is 0-2. Come on, man. Put it together. Here's the pitch. Outside. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He'll watch a strike. Got him looking. Look, I mean, we're not bailing on Jordan here at the DH spot, but you do have a hot bat, you think, on the bench that's been hot every time he's gone in. You can go to that. You can go to Binder up here. It's possible. A&M strands Sorrell on second after the RBI double. It's been some rough at-bats for Jordan. But Moss is, besides 3 pitches, done pretty well today. Let's see if he can stabilize further here. They do, Logan. I mean, we're getting on. It's just stranding and just some bad at-bats. Not consistent enough throughout the lineup right now. I mean, I feel like you have a guy like Binder up, establish himself early, show some glimpses for a situation just like this. And again, Jordan's coming back from injury. It's not like you're bailing on him. You just want to try something else. It's the DH spot. You can do it without affecting your defense. It just feels like something you could definitely try. He's 0 for this series. Not saying he's due, but right now he ain't right. Yeah, he's just not right now. Hopefully his butt's okay. True, we're going to find out about Weston Moss's butt here. He landed on his butt last inning and was slow to get up. Yeah, that's about right. 0 for 2 so far with runners in scoring position. That's right. Inning before, he had runners on second and third. This one, Sorrell, after the double on second. First pitch of the inning, grounded to the glove of Hakopian for a 1-pitch throw out at first to start the inning. Good start here. 1 pitch, 1 out. Weston Moss is on the mound. The butt is sore, but he is okay. That's probably more of like a bruise or a contusion kind of thing. On the tailbone. Ask where I put my jersey on, doing my part. You're doing it, Aaron. You're doing the damn thing. 1 out. Oh, lost this pitch. That one landed outside in the dirt. Well, we got to double down. You got to get a cut. It's a run per Cutwater. So if you want to win this game, you're going to have about 7 of those suckers be TTS. And Aaron, just keep rocking the jersey. Maybe add an article of clothing every time we need a bump. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Oh. Another one got away from him left. Low. In the dirt. Kind of looking wild on the follow-through. You might be onto something, BTTS. Looks a little weird on the follow-through on these pitches right now. Let's just track it. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. Left center. And it's popped up into the bleachers. Another solo home run surrendered. 4 solo homers for Georgia today. It's so funny. We were just saying, solo homers won't kill you. Well, 4 of them will go a long way. I think that was Branch. And that was his... Guess how many homers this guy's had on the year? 11. That was his 11th homer. Weston Moss is done. Okay, so my theory was whenever you don't get like the 5+ innings out of the starter, it's a Gavin Lyons day because Gavin Lyons can go 60. I thought maybe he'd be able to go more today because they didn't start him on Tuesday, but they ended up having to go to him pretty quickly on Tuesday. We saw last week when Gavin Lyons started on Tuesday, hard cap at 60 pitches on Sunday. He came off like in the 3rd inning, came out of the bullpen. So I'm guessing it'll be a similar 60 pitch count cutoff for Lyons today, which could potentially get him to fresh corn territory, which is as good as you could probably ask from this pitching staff right now. Yeah, they've had 4 today, so they're at 76 homers on the year. A&M is that leads the SEC. A&M is 4th in homers in the SEC at 39. So if my math is correct, in 2 home runs, if A&M doesn't score one, they will have doubled the 4th place home run team in the conference, which is just crazy. It's just insane. Because overall, like, guys weren't getting on, not a lot of walks. It's just, they just make you pay any given pitch. Has there been a game where everyone in the lineup hit a home run? Is there a name for that? Is there a word for that? Louisville keeping the game close. Still a 5-point game with 15 minutes to go. Michigan State just scores to extend it to 7. 2 hours away from tip-off for the round of 32 game for the Ags. But it's a Gavin Lyons day. I mean, they're just under halfway there right now. They have 4 different guys with a homer today. Lyons will start his day with a strike on the outside of the zone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That one's inside to go 1-1. Kenny Ishikawa. That one's fouled off. Only 14 at-bats on the year for Ishikawa. But through those 14 at-bats, the small sample size, .538 batting average. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled that one off. I think the 4 are 4 different guys, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 4 or 3. Here's the 1-2. Inside. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside again. Nope, rung him up. Strikeout. Got him looking. Gavin Lyons starts the day with a strikeout looking. That one just broke in very late. Rung him up. The guy with 15, the guy with 11. Oh, man. And then the giant guy. Top of the order for Georgia right now, Ryan Black. He has 5 homers on the year, .308 average. There's a strike. Go 1-1 here. Here's the 1-1. Got the bottom inside corner to go 1-2 here. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Off the batter's foot. Very unfortunate there. Lead off on the day, but top of the order guy gets on with 2 outs. And Trey Phelps is at the plate. He hit his 10th home run of the year today. Batting .407, 35 hits, 26 RBIs, .791 slugging. I'm not scared. First pitch is a strike looking. I'll read off their strike count throughout the lineup. We'll just go number 1, like the leadoff guy, Ryan Black. 5 home runs, 10 home runs, 15 home runs, 6 home runs, 9 home runs, 12 home runs, 10 home runs, 0 home runs, 4 home runs. And there's more guys not even playing today that have home runs. That one's fouled off to go 1-2. One, two, 2 outs, runner on first. Gavin Lyons on the mound. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Got him swinging. Wasn't perfect. Had the one hit by pitch, but Gavin Lyons comes in after the solo homer was surrendered and 1 out on the board and gets Ags out of the inning without a run surrendered. Bats, your turn. Got 1 last inning. We'll need to keep that going and maybe get more. I'll be right back. I cannot wait until the portal period next basketball season already. I was feeling that until we won a game in the tournament. I'm like, let's see what we can do right now. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. How about a number with some angles, some swerves, some curves to it? A number that one would consider crooked would be great this inning. Just a non-straight or non-round number would be beautiful right now. Jake Dewar leading off, good guy to do it. First pitch to Dewar. It's a base hit. First pitch. Leadoff man is on with the Jake Dewar single. 2 singles to start the outing for Jake Dewar. He's productive, man. They'll retain, or they'll keep the starter out there. There was activity in the bullpen last inning. Recruiting starts today, James. Get Jake Dewar the Home Depot NIL. The Home Depot lineage continues. Wyatt Hensler started it. He's in the booth right now. Jake Dewar continues it because Dewar does more. Partita at the plate. Pitches away and low. Partita. Let's go, Nico. I believe. 1-1 count for Nico. I thought it was only one pitch. Yeah, 1-0. Okay, that's what I thought. Fouled that one off. Dun 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 dun. Thinking of the Home Depot theme song now. One count for Nico Partita. That one's popped up. Center field. Center fielder's under it. 1 down in the inning. Dewar stays on first. Another ball hit to a glove. Crushed it, but not enough. Terrence Keel the second at the plate with Jake Dewar on first and 1 down in the inning. A&M's done a good job getting on today outside of the first inning. Only punched one of those home. Whereas Georgia really hasn't gotten on, but have just scored by way of solo homers, 4 of them. That's what I was thinking, Gabriel. That's what I'm saying. You got to get that Home Depot NIL. This is a Home Depot demographic. Here's the 1-0 to Keel. That one's away. 2-0 count for TK2. Here's the 2-0. That one's inside. 3-0 count for TK. Chance to get on and advance a base runner. Let's see it, TK. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's high and in. Ball 5. Ball 5. That's a 4-pitch walk for TK2, and that's a good guy to get on, though Jake Dewar is ahead of him on the base path. Ball 5. Ball 5. Hell yeah, Jonathan. We are a Home Depot demo. Good to see you, Jonathan. That was pitch 70 for Vigu, the Saturday starter for Georgia. Bear Harrison at the plate. First pitch is fouled off to escape the chance. But chance there were. 0-1 count for Bear after the foul ball. Louisville still hanging tough. 47-53. Michigan State leads. 0-1 count. Inside pitch. Bear Harrison. Check swing goes. 0-2 count quickly. Come on, Bear. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off by Bear. At a Bear. At a Bear. Let's build a Bear homer. This time in about 2 hours, we'll be locked into Buckyball taking on Houston. Here's the 0-2 to Bear. In the dirt, away, controlled by the catcher. For a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bear. Way inside. Didn't quite hit him, though. But here's the 2-2 now. Bear Harrison hanging in there. Count started 0-2. Fouled one off, taking a couple balls. At-bat continues. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Bear battles back into a full count with 2 runners on and 1 out. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. Full count. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. At a Bear. Do what you got to do. A&M defeated Bear Harrison's former school, St. Mary's, in basketball 2 days ago. Bear Harrison said he was locked in on his Aggies. He was all Aggies in that one. As he should be. Full count, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the pitch that was low and away. The breaking ball gets him. Man. Must have been a good pitch. Yeah, ball just breaks late. Down and away. It was a good at-bat, but didn't capitalize. Had a couple of those. Hakopian had a really good at-bat that he couldn't finish last inning. Bottom of the order, Boston Kellner with 2 on for A&M. First pitch to Kellner. He'll watch a strike. Hey. Here's the 0-1 to Kellner. Check swing. Did not go around. 1-1 for Kellner. Here's the 1-1 to Boston. He'll watch another strike. This pitcher's freezing our batters or getting us swinging when he's on. 1-2 count. Fouled off. It was a low pitch, but Kellner hits it out of play. Into the crowd. Young Georgia fan ended up with the ball. Count stays 1-2. Here's the pitch to Kellner. It's outside. Way to not chase. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Kellner. Fouled it off again. We're hanging in it with these at-bats. We got to capitalize. Pitch 85 coming up. That's why part of why I say this game is so big, Gabriel, because that talk is going to be amplified probably to the highest it's ever been if they drop this one. It's just how it's going to go. Here's the 2-2. Low and away, battles back to a full count. Just as Bear did the last at-bat, let's see if this one ends differently. A walk here, loads the bases, gets them to the top of the order. A good base hit here, potentially scores. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him chasing. That breaking ball that goes low and away. That low and away breaking ball has shredded some Aggie bats today. Yep, it's the same pitch, BTTS. That's been the one today. Made us look silly a few times. Aggies strand 2. I believe that's 5 stranded on the day so far. Nope. And now it's got to hold our water against some lethal bats. They got sticks with power, man. They got some power sticks. Yeah, that ball's getting us to chase. Yep. It'll occasionally tag the corner, but it's usually pretty low and away, Gabriel. Yeah, it starts as a strike and it breaks away. Credit the pitcher, because there were moments in there where it looked like his day were possibly coming to an end, but he's battled back a couple of times. Gavin Lyons back at the mound. Believe this is Daniel Jackson, the catcher, third in the order to lead off this 5th inning. Lions will start it with a strike down the middle. Daniel Jackson has one of the solo homers, one of 4 we've seen today on the year. 416 average, 15 home runs. That one's high and away. 9.44 slug rate. 37 RBI. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. No. In play. Off the wall. Should be a leadoff double. Wow. That just bounced off the short wall in right field. Even TK couldn't get to that one. Low angle, hit hard off that short wall. Very, very close. Maybe a foot away from being the 5th solo homer of the day. To the right field corner, just in play. Second batter up will walk into a no-out runner on second situation. And this is Michael O'Shaughnessy. 3.56 average, 6 homers on the year. That one into the glove of Grahovac, who will underhand it to first. Base runner does advance to third. Way to corral it by Gavin, but they do have a runner on third with 1 out. Now Henry Allen will approach the plate. telling you, these guys are different, man. These guys are weird. Allen at the plate. He'll watch a strike. Allen on the year, 3.57 average, 8 home runs, 25 hits, 29 RBI, 7.71 slug rate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up, out of play. 0-2 count, quickly. For Gavin Lyons. Taking on Henry Allen. Michigan State separating a little bit, 8-point game. Louisville just committed a flagrant, so Michigan State shooting free throws. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Whoa! I guess that was outside. They'll call ball, 1-2. Ump hasn't been too bad today. Ump on game 3 of the OU series, my goodness. Here's the 1-2 now. Foul tip. Not into the glove of the catcher, so we'll live on for another pitch here. I don't know if that was a strike. It definitely looked like a strike. Here's the 1-2. Oh, again! Merciless. This guy's getting chances. I swear if this guy is the one that gets them a run right now. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, God. This guy could have been called out twice already. Ump is giving this guy so much mercy. No way. You got to strike this guy out. We can't let this be a thing. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Oh, full count. Please. We're all going to be in a terrible mood if this guy does anything but strike out right now. Or at least gets out somehow right now. We're going to be in a terrible mood. Full count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Gavin under it. Gavin gets it. Thank goodness. Oh, Gavin thought the inning was over and he just tossed the ball on the ground, but thank goodness the runner stayed at third. Woo! Woo! Okay. Crisis averted. We're all good, guys. It's all good. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Totally fine. Ump has been good the whole game until that at-bat. I have had 0 issues with the ump until that at-bat. And it happened twice. With 2 strikes twice. Breathe. Breathe. Next batter up. Low and in. One 0 count. For Brennan Hudson. Here's the pitch. That one's low and in again. 2-0. Michigan State really opened this game up. 13-point lead now with 5:30 to go. Here's the 2-0. That's a strike. Inside of the zone. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Blasted. But fouled. About 20 yards right. Of the right field. Foul ball marker. 2-2 count. Strike gets him out of it. with 2 outs, runner on. Base hit to the glove of Gavin. And the Aggies surrender nothing. Game stays a 3-run deficit. Come on, Bats! It's time! It's time. Can TCU get Duke? I doubt it. Duke had their scare in round 1. They'll be locked in after that first half against Siena, whoever it was. That was a weird inning. But we're all right. We're all right. Come on, Bats. This is it. This is it. Bruce Buffer it up. It's time. 5 runs for the team in maroon. It's got to be, like, come on. We're getting on. We're just getting on, then having our bad at-bats or striking out, whatever it might be. There have been some good at-bats that just didn't get capitalized on. These Frosty commercials, they kind of speak to me. The Wendy's commercials, they're kind of getting it done. I want that Thin Mint Frosty. That looked good. Louisville's been hanging around. I mean, it just now is getting blown open, but State's had a kind of a rough stretch the last 10 years or so. Michigan State, or am I missing something? I feel like they've had some, haven't been to their usual power. Dude, I've barely noticed that spring ball is happening. I made a spring ball video that dropped this morning. But it's like there's so much going on right now with March Madness and start of SEC play. It's like, is it always like this? I feel like I'm usually more locked into spring football. He's their best player, but he's out. Matt Scott, new pitcher at the mound, 3-0 record, 3.0 ERA, 12 innings pitched, 10 hits, 24 Ks to 5 balls. I had USF as well, BTTS, in most of my brackets. I had like 3 brackets where that was the only one I got wrong in round 1. I haven't even looked at my brackets today. Top of the order, Gavin Grohovac at the plate to welcome in the new pitcher to the mound, Matt Scott. Here's the first pitch. It's high. One 0 count for Gavin. Next pitch is low. You just got to split the difference there, Scott. 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down the middle. In play down the left field line by Gavin Grohovac. He did split the difference, but Gavin connects on it. Leadoff double for the leadoff man, Gavin Grohovac. Capitalize. You're at the top of the order. Gavin's on second. Sorrell, Hakopian, Jordan, and or Bindera. Do it. Just do it. Headphone warning. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Caden Sorrell at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count for Sorrell. Had a RBI double last at bat. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Keeps Grahovac on second. 1-1 count. So Caden Sorrell, right? Like, we're super happy. Pretty good year so far. Really good. 392 batting average, 11 home runs. Georgia has 4 of these guys. What? 1-1 count for Caden, who is great. That one's in the dirt. Again, blocked by the catcher to go 2-1. Catcher approves of the ball, keeps it in play, throws it to the pitcher. Two-one. Caden Sorrell. Gavin on second. No outs. Here's the pitch. High and away. 3-1 count. Favorable for Caden Sorrell with a runner on. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Sorrell. Fastball, bottom of the zone. It goes full count. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. All right. What's it going to be? Full count. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. In play by Sorrell. Off the glove of the second baseman. He recovers and gets it to first. Gavin will advance to third, though. Not ideal, but some positivity out of it. Gavin is on third base with Chris Hakopian approaching the plate. Let's go, Hakopian. First pitch to Chris. Hits the zone, but a swing and a miss. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch to Hakopian. That one's low. 1-1. Gavin on third. 1-1 count. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 2-1. I'm starting to get nervous about the basketball game. Even though it's, like, exciting. I'm just, nerves. 2-1. Here's the pitch. One hopper. High hop. Thrown out at first, but that'll score a run. Gavin Grahovac touches home plate. A&M shrinks the deficit to 2. Hakopian did his job, inching their way forward. Again, not ideal, but still positive. They score the run. 4-2 ball game. West Jordan going back to the plate. They're showing Binder up still in the dugout. They're not making the switch here. I think Jordan was probably just so good before he got hurt that they're going to give him some burn here. First pitch to Jordan is low. One 0 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Jordan. Come on, West Jordan. Here's the 1-1. Almost hit Jordan, but it's a ball inside to go 2-1. Breathe. Two one count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again by Jordan. What is happening, Marcel Reed? What is happening right now? What are we doing? What's happening right now? What? 2-2 count. It's low. Full count. Confusion. I don't know what's going on in my chat right now. Hello, Marcel Reed for Heisman. What he said. Full count. West Jordan. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. West Jordan walks. Hey, he got on, man. He got on. A little bit of a get back there. But now that's one slump that not totally busted, but progressing. Another slump coming up. Oh, actually, it's Jake Dewar before Partita. Check that. That was my brother. Was that Racel Mead? Yeah. Good stuff. Jake Dewar, he can get it done. We know Dewar can get it done. First pitch to Dewar. Outside. Let's get some 2-out productivity. No, you're good, Marcel Reed. I was just confused. That was wild. 1-0 to Dewar. Fouled off. 2 for 2 on the day. I still don't know what you're talking about, but I respect it. Oh, you're talking about Dewar. Yeah, he is. Okay. Here's the 1-1. He fouls it off again. Yeah, Dewar's been awesome. To go 3 for 3 would be a tall ask, though. But he has a chance to do it. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Jordan's on first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled it off. One, 2 count. Here's the pitch. In play by Dewar, but into the glove of the second baseman. A&M shrinks the lead to 2. Another 1-run inning. They do narrow the gap. Gavin Lyons allowed to keep it going, to keep this game within reasonable reach. All right. I think Lyons is doing pretty well right now. Inching our way forward. We got to put one big inning together, man. About to beat belt to ass Houston tonight. Let's do it. I'm excited, man. Hour and a half. We'll be in it. We'll be locked in. Again, if this game, I think this game should be over by then. But if this game runs long, we're gonna prioritize basketball. Just letting you know, we're gonna switch over to the basketball stream. We'll keep an eye on this one on the side screen, whatever happens, because we have to give Bucky our full attention tonight. Round of 32, doing the unthinkable. 3 up, 3 down for Lions. Is that what we want? Let's get it. All right, BTTS bookmarked. If we keep them at 4, we are going to win. We've gotten close to putting some crooked innings together. We had 2 in scoring position. We stranded 2 on first and second. We stranded Sorrell on second. We can do it. We just got to do it. Asking for a run. What is BTTS? Big time trick shots. I think. Is that right? I think that's right. That's the guy's name in chat, though, if you're wondering why I'm saying it. I think it's big-time trick shots. We'll see what the answer is. Need a good inning. Yeah, we do. Put one together here. This guy already homered in the game. First pitch from Lions is outside. Second pitch from Lions is a strike, 1-1. This batter has doubled his home run total on the year in this series. Came in with 2, now has 4 with a homer in game 1 and 2. 1-1 count right now. Swing and a miss to go 1-2. Gavin Lyons. You're now cultured. You now know the lingo. All right, Lions, let's get it done. 1-2 count to the big man. Fouled it off. Batter hung in there with the foul ball. 1-2 again. Here's the pitch. Again, a foul off. The 1-2 pitch from Lions. In play, through the gap, rolls into Sorrell's glove in center field. No outs. Batter gets on after fouling off 2 1-2 count pitches. And on the third one, he gets it in play. Leadoff man is on. Got to fight here. Tail end of the order here, too. What an at-bat, man. First pitch is a strike. I believe this is Colby Branch. 10 homers on the year. Dos Equis, yes, I'm thirsty. Let's get it. Next pitch, high and away. 1-1. So I had the actual name BTTS on Drew Show and others, and when YouTube started showing the at name instead of actual names, chat, I had to put BTTS in my at so people like Drew. So I knew it was you because I think I could just tell by the, like, it's a tiny, tiny Avi in my chat menu. I think I could tell it was still you. I hated it when that happened. There's the 1-1. That one's blasted. 2-run homer for Georgia. My goodness. That's a 2-run homer. Deficit that was once 4, got cut to 2, is now back at 4. And there are no outs in this inning. Pulled left field, homer, with distance to spare. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's too damn bad, Trooper Drew. What do we do? What do we do? Got him right where we want him. That's right. We got him. It's a brand new inning. No one on, no outs. Did that really happen, BTTS? That's a terrible look. That's a terrible look. These bats for Georgia, man. Here's the 1-1. It's low. 2-1. This is tough. Two-one pitch from Lions. Hit right field. Shy the warning track into TK's glove. First out of the inning. I think that's Hunter Vincent getting warmed up in the bullpen right now. Next batter up with one out, top of the order, is another solo home run, Ryan Black. He had not homered on the day yet, I don't think. This thing is getting out of hand. Maybe an Olsen magic type. That's what we're down to here. 7-2 ball game. A lot of way to go in this inning, too. That was top of the order, Ryan Black. I wonder if Georgia removed all dumbbells. Yeah, all their bats are 40 pounds, too, that they warm up with. Gavin Lyons' day is done. Hunter Vincent coming in. Guys, this is pretty bad. I think that's 6 people in the lineup have homered. I believe that's 6 different homers in the lineup. That is 78 homers. They have doubled A&M up in homers on the year. You're right. That's 78. It's been 2 since we last checked in. And A&M is 4th in home runs in the conference. Investigate these dudes. I would be more willing to investigate if we actually had some bats going right now and we're actually showing something for it, but we can't keep up at bat either right now. What happened? We've given up 6 home runs today and our bats really haven't gotten it going. It's bad again. And they're good. They're a good team, but we're not showing the fight with the bats we want to see. I want a DQ soft serve to get right. That would get me right now. A nice DQ. Just a classic soft serve. You're gonna dip that sucker in that hardened chocolate. Back when I was younger, just a classic soft serve was all I've needed. But in my adult life, I've gotten greedy. I want that sucker dipped. I think bats still matter. I think that's a little bit of an overstatement, but it's definitely harder when they're scoring this many. And this is a team that's going to punish you in a big way. Matter of fact, I'm going to Andy's now. Get your pre-Buckyball Andy's and Dairy Queen in right now, guys. Hunter Vincent, A&M's going to the freshman arm. Down 5. 1 out, top of the 6th, no one on. It's another tough one. Trey Phelps, already homered today, 407 average. Soft serve dipped is goated. It's so good. So good. Michigan State beats Louisville. Sweet 16 trip for Michigan State. Sparty. A&M will try to do the same in about an hour. One count for Vincent against Trey Phelps. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High, gets past Bear, but no one on. 2-1. We also have two of the best SEC teams to start the season. It's a tough schedule to start the season. Yeah, but I wish we were showing more this weekend. Last weekend can totally stomach it. I just wish we were showing more bats this weekend. I mean, I think with what we knew about this bullpen, giving up this many runs was always a possibility. And what we were feeling coming out of the opening inning is that bats felt like they had a chance to be good enough to keep us in games, and they haven't this weekend. They have 6 homers today. Yes, James, 6. 5 solos, 1 2-run. 2-2 count in the dirt. Goes full count. Let's see if Vincent can get the out. Freshman up against a really good batter. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Freshman struck him out. Feather in the cap of the young Hunter Vincent right there. Seems like the team wants him to do that, BTTS. Seems like that's what they're angling for and hoping for. Next batter up is Daniel Jackson. Vincent will throw a ball on the first pitch. 416 average. 15 homers on the year after his home run earlier this game. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. Another lethal batter that the freshman is facing off against, now with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 2-1. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Caught the outside of the zone there. We'll go 2-2. Here's the pitch. It's low. We'll go full count. Another full count situation. Freshman against elite bat. Here's the pitch. Walked him. It was low. Batter saw. Batter's on. 2 outs. Batter gets on by way of walk. Michael O'Shaughnessy, third baseman, coming to the plate. That's a 3.56 average, 6 homers on the year. He'll throw to first. Runner's back. Let's get a fly out right here. This team doesn't do that, though. They either homer or walk or, like, line drive to the outfield. They don't fly out. They don't ground out. Maybe it's some A&M pitching, but also these bats are crazy. Here's the 1-0. It's away. Two-zero pitch is a strike. 2-1 for the freshman. Throw to first. Safe. I want to take this all out on the Houston Cougars, man. Maybe a couple of baseballs, too, for good measure on the way out. Go down with a fight. So frustrating. Still 2-1 after a few throws to first. Here's the pitch. Low. Goes 3-1. A walk would suck. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's high. He walks him. 2 runners on. I believe this is Henry Allen at the plate. 3.57 batting average going into the game. As JK walks out to have some words with the freshman. Did everyone yawn after Drew yawned? Time for a rally can? I'll rally can if we can rally. Did everyone yawn after Drew yawned? Oh my gosh. I'm freaking sweating, man. I'll rally can if we can rally. Oh, rally cap. There's a button in front of the word you typed. Rally cap? I don't feel like I'm in a position to rally cap unless we show a spark. If we show a spark, I'll rally cap. I got the rally cap on the ready, though. You forgot to get a ticket. Dang it! It's all right. Were you there yesterday, world's greatest dude? It was a good crowd yesterday, as it is today. 1-0 count for the freshman. This one is hit in play. Should score one. Georgia's lead grows. My goodness. Nice, greatest dude. I know we're not winning right now, but enjoy the experience. Well, with 2 outs, Georgia scored 1. Gotten 2 more on. World's greatest dude. Duke and TCU set to tip off in about 10 minutes. A&M about an hour away from tip-off versus U of H. Pinch hitter for Georgia, it's Callaway. I don't even have him on my notes. But 280 batting average says on screen with 2 home runs, 7 RBI. Early's going to make a pitching change. It was Grant Cunningham running to the mound. He will adopt 2 runners on, 2 outs. Multiple runs given up this inning. Yeah, but this guy's not a mainstay in their lineup, so that's why it's only 2. He's not even... I didn't even pull his stats for the game. I didn't know if we'd see this guy. That's a rare. That's super low for Georgia. Only 2 is crazy. I have 2 96 percentile brackets alive. One with Arizona winning it all, one with Gonzaga winning it all. What's up, Charlene? Grant Cunningham at the mound. You put High Point at the Elite Eight. Had Purdue winning it all. I think I had High Point winning just the one game. Righty on righty. Cunningham versus the pinch hitting Callaway. Pops this one up. Cadence Farrell tracks it, reels it in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Cunningham this inning, but the Ags surrender multiple runs. Deficit balloons to 6 here late in the game. Every sign of life the Bats have shown, they haven't had enough run productivity to match. Stranded a few. Really got to get on their horse now. You had Akron beating the Raider Power, so did I in some of my brackets. You got to do something. You got to build something here, man. I mean, A&M's had some leadoff guys get on and only have one run to show for it every time. They've had chances to score more in these innings. I'm gonna have to go for my 3rd caffeine of the day after this game. If we gotta get amped up for Buckyball in 50 minutes. Odds are against us. We're a 10.5 point dog, but didn't think we'd be here to begin with. If they play the defense they played with 2 days ago, they'll have a chance. The difference is they'll need a couple more offensive contributions from the team today. They're going to need Rylan Griffin to get going. Maybe something more out of Hill, or get some 3-point shots from Pop. You got to keep at least what you got from Dominguez and Aggie for sure, but you got to find, I think, 1 or 2 more guys to hit a couple shots. But the defense, if it's exactly the same, will have a chance. Partita will lead the inning off against Matt Scott. Partita in a bit of a slump. Inside pitch is called strike. You ever want to get hot for one game? One game. One game. Here's the 0-1 to Partita. It's in play, but it rolls out of play. Bounce twice in play, then rolls past the line shy of third base. Quick 0-2 count through 2 pitches for Nico Partita here. Trying to bust his slump. Saying bust your slump sounds weird to me, but that's what he's trying to do. O2 for Partita. Here's the pitch. Down the pipe. Fouled off. Fastball was middle of the zone. Partita gets it out of play to fight on. Here's the 0-2 to Partita. It'll land shy of the center fielder. That's a leadoff single. Slump busted for Nico Partita. He gets on. After starting 0-2, he fouls one off to stay alive. Then a base hit to shallow center. Encouraging stuff from the freshman. Leadoff man on once again for A&M. They'll have to have a crooked number here to make a dent. TK2 at the plate. First pitch is low. Oh, I caught up. I just saw TK foul one off to go 1-1 onto the right field mound. One count for TK. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball got him. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 2-2. Partita on first. After the base hit. Here's the pitch to TK. Another ball. We'll go full count here. This could be a big, big boost if he walks here. We'll take anything. Here's the pitch. Contacted. It rolls into the second baseman's glove. And that is a double play. It was a 4-6-3. 2 outs on the board. That's a frustration, man. That's a frustration. The last thing you wanted there. Now Bear Harrison up with 2 down. First pitch is a strike. Hmm. 0-1 for Bear. Swing and a miss. 0-2 through 2 pitches. Pretty much the only way you get to 0-2. Here's the pitch. High. TCU Duke getting ready to tip off. One-two count for Bear Harrison. Here's the pitch. It's a base hit? No. Little dinker to shortstop. I thought that was going to get a little bit more distance, but it just floats into the glove of shortstop. Well, yeah, we're in a really tough part of the schedule right now. There's a chance they can rebound. I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be brutal vibes around the program regarding the fan base and everything this week if they drop this game and it keeps going this way. Really need that rebound tomorrow if this game keeps going this way. Would be great to show at least some fight late in this one, but we'll see what happens. I'll be right back, guys. One count. Grant Cunningham. BTTS, you're going to have a good time in Buckyball. I have a feeling. Maybe I'll have a beer. 1-1. Pitch is high and away. That one's high. 3-1. This dude homered earlier this game. TCU jumps on an early lead over Duke, 5-2 with possession. We saw Duke down 11 in the first round. 3-1 count for Grant Cunningham. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Go full count. Here's the pitch. It's in play. It'll land shallow center. That's the second two-strike, I think second full count single by this batter in his last 2 at-bats. Leadoff man is on in the top of the 7th. A&M already facing a 6-run deficit. If there's going to be any kind of push, you can't give anything up. Grounder into the glove of Partita. And that's a double play for the Ags. I think that was a 5-6-4 double play, if I'm not mistaken. It is a brutal series. That double play was nice. That's a hit by pitch, though, to follow up the double play. With an extremely corny stare down by the little batter. Part of the game, bubs. Why is A&M baseball losing? Well, they have a deficiency in amount of high-level pitchers on the team, especially with the 2 injuries that have stacked. And on top of that, this weekend, for the first time really this year, the bats have just had a no-show. So the pitching is a problem, I think. Pretty safe to say. It's a concern. And this weekend, bats have not found it. So you're seeing a really bad series right now. Last weekend, the pitching, same story, maybe even worse than this weekend, because this is one of the best batting teams in the country, if not the best. But the bats were able to make up for it. That's just not happening right now. Swing and a miss for Cunningham. When will Partita pitch? I don't know, man. Early was asked about that this week. I mean, Partita is like in a batting slump right now, playing third base well. Like, he is learning a lot as a freshman in the SEC for the first time. So, I mean, just throwing him on the plate, I think there's some diminishing returns there. There's some risk there. So probably want to let him get his footing in this conference as a college player first, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have to do it at some point. Three-one count with 2 outs. Top of the order here for UGA. Last at bat for Ryan Black was a homer. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Outside. 2-out walk. 2 runners now on. Trey Phelps, also homered today, approaches home plate. It's a pretty scary at-bat here. 2 outs, though. 2 on. Here's the first pitch. Guess I'll call it high and away. Look close to me. All right, guys, in about 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to end this stream, and we're going to pick up on the basketball stream that we'll be starting. We're going to go full priority to Bucky McMillan in basketball. That was always the plan, as we said from the top of the show. So about 15, 20 minutes, we're going to switch off when we get to a natural stopping point between innings. We'll switch off. If this game's close, it gets closer, we'll keep an eye on it. If not, we'll just lock in on Bucky ball. Just to let you guys know, there will be a separate stream. Grounder, underhand to second base by Boston Kellner to Hakopian. No runs surrendered that inning. Deficit stays at 6. Bat's got to do something, man. Show me a pulse. Show me some life. Give me something. Yeah, money rain. I'm close. I'm new to college baseball too. I got into it like 2023 season. Followed very closely in 2024 and 5. And now we're doing these streams and these shows. It's fun, man. You're welcome. Yeah, if we're only going to get 2 runs in games, especially against Georgia, we're not going to win. We're going to lose a lot of games doing that with how our pitching staff is looking. But they're capable. We know that. Which makes it more frustrating and troubling. TCU and Duke very competitive early on. 2-point game. Duke leads 9-7. All right, bats up for A&M now. Got to get busy. Let's go get some Dominican boys. Yeah, NIL's available. I do believe it's bottom of the order here. I think it's Boston Kellner into Gavin Grahovac here. Yep, Boston Kellner at the plate. Ag's got to put runs up, man. You got to start getting stuff here. I feel like with what we've seen from these bats, like, they are capable of closing the door at least a little bit. This hasn't been the case this weekend. That's a rough call right there. They're going to call strike, high outside corner. 0-1 count for Kellner. Fouls that one off. 0-2 quickly for Kellner. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the freshman. Swing and a miss at the ball that was low and away. Strikeout starts the inning. For Scott, the third pitcher of the day. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the second pitcher of the day. No, this is the third pitcher. Actually, no, this is the second pitcher. They went pretty long with the starter. Gavin Grahovac at the plate, pitches high and in. 1-0 count for Gavin. He'll watch a strike. 1-1. Yeah, this was... I said it before the show. This was a really big game because the feeling about this team... It was going to take a plummet after if the game went how it's going now. That one's inside. 2-1. There's going to be faith lost this week more so than before. I mean, it's just how it was. After how the game went Friday, a respectable loss in the first series of conference play, but a loss nonetheless. The way they played Friday, this game was really big, and it's going the wrong way. There's still time, but yeah, if it continues, it's going to be pretty tough. 3-1 count for Gavin. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. It's low. Gavin walks. With Caden Sorrell and Chris Akopian coming up. You could be right, Cole, for sure. It's definitely not gotten off to a great start at all. First pitch to Sorrell is low and in. One 0 count for Sorrell. Gavin's on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's a strike that he'll watch. 1-1. Here's the pitch to Sorrell. Looked low and away, but they call strike to go 1-2. No, it's on the table, Cole, for sure. I think a lot of it is emotion, but I mean, the clock is ticking, right? Like, we need to see some improvement, and it could still come this year. I just know the feeling is going to be really negative coming out of this one if it keeps going. It's going to be how it is. 2-2 for Sorrell. High and away, goes full count. Here's the full count pitch to Sorrell. Struck him out looking. Sorrell walks back, shaking his head. Didn't like a couple of those calls. Recruiting is good. The batting lineup has been really good this year. But in this home game when they need it, in this home series, it hasn't done anything. I understand that there is a discrepancy of arms. You're missing guys. You already were pretty thin margins in the pitching staff to begin with, but you can't have too many batting weekends like this year. This is just not how it should go. Hakopian at the plate. He contacts that one. Lands in center field. Hakopian gets on. Grahovac advances to second. I just kicked the camera. We good? I think we're good. I think all BTTS is arguing that they won't fire anybody mid-season. 2 on, 2 outs for West Jordan at the plate. That one's in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. One 0 count after the low pitch. He'll watch a strike to go 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt again, blocked. Two one count to Jordan. 2 on, 2 outs. It's whoa! Called it low. Called a strike. That pitch looked low. Dirt kicked up from that one. Okay, we'll go 2-2. Showing the replay here. That looks so low, man. That looked so low. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. No doubt about that one. Goes full count for West Jordan. Ags trying to fight for anything here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Jordan. He strikes out. A&M strands 2. All right, guys. We're getting close to Buckyball time. I'm going to post the link to the new stream. We'll keep this game on in the corner. Don't click the link until I leave this stream because it could mess you up. I'm going to paste the link for the Buckyball stream in the chat here so y'all can click it and go over there. I'm going to start a new stream. It'll be cleaner that way. And I'll see you guys over there. We'll watch the tail end of this game over there on the side screen, but we're going to lock in on Buckyball now. We're getting close to time, and that's the bigger game today regardless of whatever's happening in this one. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you at that stream link that I just posted in the chat. Moving over to the basketball stream, guys.